Hello, everyone. The wild boar population in Spain has skyrocketed, posing a threat to suburban areas. Authorities are warning people to stay away from them as wild boar-related incidents are on the rise. Last year alone, over 1,200 incidents were reported in Barcelona. The pandemic has worsened the issue, with lockdowns causing wild boars to move into quieter urban areas. Would you like to know how the people of Spain are dealing with these aggressive wild boars? If so, leave a comment with the number 1 to start the video. Investigations have revealed numerous wild boar attacks on humans, with some even targeting police officers in attempts to drive them away. With the wild boar population in Spain expected to exceed 2 million by 2023, many are questioning whether it's time to implement more effective measures to manage this growing threat. To prevent these attacks, the Spanish government has adopted wire traps as a common method to control the wild boar population. These traps are especially effective when placed near farms, forest edges, or areas with surplus food. Setting up these traps requires patience from hunters, as they must place the traps and wait for the wild boars to get caught. Only around 1,500 traps are allowed to be set up in the Catalonia region, where wild boars are most active. Data from the Spanish Hunting Institute shows that this method is effective in controlling the wild boar population. In Catalonia, more than 4,000 wild boars were caught in 1 year using wire traps, helping reduce the number of wild boar attacks on residential areas. These traps are regularly checked to ensure they do not harm non-target animals and to maintain their effectiveness in catching wild boars. To hunt legally, hunters must have a permit from local authorities after completing a mandatory course. In areas like Castilla-La Mancha, more than 50,000 permits are issued each year, ensuring that hunters are well prepared to manage wild boars responsibly and protect the environment. Do you agree with this approach? If so, leave a comment with the number 2. Hunting wild boars in winter in Spain is a tense and important activity in areas such as Catalonia and Castilla-La Mancha, where hunters use Winchester .308 rifles to hunt wild boars at distances of up to 200 yards. These regions witness hundreds of wild boars being hunted each winter, with over 5,000 boars killed during a hunting season in some areas. The heavy snow-covered terrain makes tracking and moving through the dense forest difficult, requiring hunters to focus and use their endurance to move efficiently across the landscape. Winter wild boars are often more aggressive, which increases the danger for hunters. Hunters are responsible for accurately reporting their results by determining the age of the wild boar, which helps track their population trends. If a hunter reports a 3-year-old wild boar, it provides valuable data to better understand the age distribution of wild boars in the area. These reports are crucial for finding better solutions and creating new countermeasures. The government has intervened to allow hunters to play a crucial role in controlling the wild boar population. This strategy has sparked some debates. What do you think about these methods? Do you have any alternative ideas to address this issue? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to support us. Thank you for watching. In Alaska's agriculture, red foxes have become a serious threat. The red fox population is now estimated to exceed 1.2 million individuals across the U.S., with the rural areas of the Midwest and Northeast being home to the highest concentrations. According to the latest report from the U.S. Department of Agriculture, livestock farms have suffered significant losses due to red fox attacks on poultry, with one farm in Alaska losing more than 3,000 chickens in just 1 month. These attacks often occur right after sunset. Red foxes typically operate in the early morning or evening, attacking poultry such as chickens, eggs, and other birds that are not kept in secure enclosures. So, how can hunters and farmers in Alaska control the large red fox population that causes significant damage to agriculture? If you want to know, leave a comment with the number 1 to start the journey. One of the popular methods for hunting and controlling red fox populations is using a bow and arrow. However, to ensure legal compliance, hunters must have a valid permit and hunting card issued by the government. During red fox hunting, the two most commonly used types of bows are the recurve bow and the compound bow. When using a compound bow, it is quite heavy but can shoot arrows at high speeds, providing strong impact force when hitting the target. The compound bow is specially designed with an advanced system of pulleys and cables, making it easier for the user to bend the limbs, distinguishing it from traditional bows. This mechanism allows the archer to hold the string at maximum tension with minimal force, reducing the pressure on the arms. This not only decreases the draw weight, but also helps the shooter maintain focus and stability for longer periods, thereby improving accuracy when shooting. Additionally, the shooting range for bow and arrow is limited to about 120 yards under ideal conditions. When hunting with firearms, hunters must also have a legal permit, including certification from completing a firearm training course and knowledge of wildlife hunting laws. The minimum age for participating in bow hunting is 18, and hunters must pass a skills test administered by local regulatory authorities. Each hunting season, hunters are allowed to hunt a certain number of red foxes based on the area and the fox population status there. In some cases, hunters are also supported with a portion of the hunting cost, valued at $500. Hunting red foxes at night is a significant challenge, requiring hunters to strictly adhere to safety and environmental regulations. Some key considerations include using proper lighting to avoid disturbing other animals and minimizing noise to prevent impacting residential areas. The government has clearly designated hunting areas on the outskirts of the city and prohibits hunting near residential zones to prevent negative effects. Do you agree with this fox hunting method? If so, leave comment number 2. If not, leave comment number 5.
Strange. Seeing this?
Red fox hunting is not yet widely practiced due to concerns about environmental impact and the high skill level required. However, the Wildlife Management Association appreciates this activity, as it has helped reduce the red fox population from 1.2 million to 900,000 over the past 5 years. To maintain this stability, people need to actively participate in wildlife management programs, adhere to hunting regulations, and protect the environment. Some people do not support hunting red foxes with firearms due to concerns about humaneness and safety risks, such as causing unnecessary harm to the animals and dangers to hunters. They often advocate for more humane methods, like using traps or relocating the foxes. However, the method of constructing fences to prevent foxes is not favored due to the high costs and the uncertainty of its effectiveness in keeping the foxes out, as they can still climb over the fences and enter cities. Do you have any questions about red fox management measures? Leave comment number 1 if you agree that we need to find more effective yet humane methods. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to check out our upcoming videos to learn more about the most dangerous invasive species in Alaska. Hello. During the dry season in Australia, wild cattle herds start to move in search of food. They often travel along main roads, causing severe traffic congestion. In July 2024, on a road in Western Australia, hundreds of vehicles had to stop for hours as a herd of around 300 wild cattle passed through, resulting in an estimated $50,000 in damages due to vehicle accidents and delays in cargo shipments. Are you ready to join the hunt between hunters and wild cattle? If so, leave a comment with the number 1. Not only causing traffic congestion, but an incident occurred in September 2024 in Queensland when a wild cattle herd panicked and charged into a residential area, causing severe damage to at least 5 homes, with total damages amounting to $200,000. Even more dangerous are their direct attacks on vehicles and people. One incident involved a car being attacked by a wild bull, resulting in significant damage to the front of the vehicle. In a small town in Western Australia, a wild bull charged into a gas station, causing an incident that forced the entire area to close for 48 hours for repairs. To address this issue, wild cattle hunting has become the primary solution to prevent their population from increasing. However, hunting them is very challenging, requiring hunters to be well prepared and highly experienced. Hunters often have to move on horseback and lie flat on the ground to conceal themselves and avoid being detected by the wild cattle. One of the common techniques is using rifles to shoot the cattle from a distance, minimizing the risk of direct confrontation. Wild cattle hunting requires strict adherence to regulations and permits issued by the government. Hunters must pass tests for archery and shooting skills, as well as their ability to navigate through difficult terrain. Hunting permits also specify the number of animals that can be hunted each season to prevent overhunting, ensuring that the animal population is not negatively impacted.
Big old bull.
Wild cattle hunting is not only a dangerous activity, but also carries significant legal risks. Incidents of illegal hunting or the use of inappropriate weapons have led the government to increase surveillance measures and impose strict penalties. One such incident in November 2022, where a group of hunters used machine guns to illegally hunt wild cattle, resulted in a fine of over $50,000 and the confiscation of all firearms and hunting equipment. The tools commonly used in wild cattle hunting are powerful rifles and bows. Hunters also need to carry binoculars and GPS devices to track and detect the animals from a distance. These tools not only help hunters approach their targets safely, but also increase the chances of success in each hunt, reducing the risk of injury from these massive animals. In 2022, the wild cattle population in Australia decreased to about 15,000 due to hunting with bows and arrows.
God! I can't believe you spotted him from that far away. Oh my God!
However, the use of bows and arrows also comes with many strict regulations, including a ban on hunting in protected areas and the requirement for a valid hunting license. In addition to gun hunting, bow and arrow hunting is also closely regulated. A hunting license is essential, with requirements regarding age, experience, and health checks. Only those aged 18 and older with at least 2 years of hunting experience are allowed to participate. Have you ever hunted wild boar with a bow? If so, leave comment number 2. If not, leave comment number 5. A notable statistic is that in 2021, approximately 1,200 hunting permits were issued, but only about 60% of them were for wild boar hunting. Wild boar hunting not only presents safety challenges, but also raises issues that need to be addressed by authorities, such as managing the wild boar population and ensuring public safety. Things that should not be done when hunting include hunting while intoxicated or lacking experience, as this is very dangerous for the hunter. Around 40% of Australians oppose wild boar hunting, arguing that it harms biodiversity and could push the species toward extinction. However, 60% support it, particularly farmers, who believe hunting helps control the wild boar population, minimizing damage to infrastructure and the risk of attacks on humans. I know this debate raises the question of finding a balance between conservation and protecting human lives. So, what do you think should be the approach to managing wild boars? Is hunting the optimal solution, or should we be looking for more sustainable conservation and population management methods? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We would love to hear your opinion. Be sure to stay tuned for the next video. These methods have been very effective in halting the spread of certain invasive species. Do you have any ideas for better solutions? Share your thoughts in the comments so we can explore together. Thank you for staying and watching the entire video. If you liked this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And be sure to tell your friends about us so they can watch too. Goodbye, and see you in the next video. Hello everyone. Gibraltar is famous as a paradise for nature lovers, where visitors can get up close with wild monkeys in their natural habitat. Every year, millions of tourists flock to this British territory, making monkey tourism a thriving industry and a major driver of the local economy. But behind the familiar, cheerful scenes of monkeys roaming the island lies a hidden challenge. Over time, these monkeys have become bolder, causing unexpected conflicts with both residents and tourists. What's the dark side of the famous Barbary macaques in Gibraltar? Leave comment number 1 to join us in uncovering this surprising reality, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel.
Record that. No! Get in the car. Yo.
With the friendliness of tourists and an abundant food source, the Barbary macaques in Gibraltar have become increasingly comfortable with humans. What started as harmless interactions has led these monkeys to lose their natural fear, turning them into bold vandals, freely roaming to scavenge food from people. Statistics reveal an astonishing figure. 80% of tourists visiting Gibraltar end up feeding the monkeys, inadvertently fostering dependence. Currently, nearly 65% of the Barbary macaques rely on food provided by humans rather than foraging on their own, as their natural instincts would dictate. This shift has created unexpected challenges as the Barbary macaques move closer to urban areas, disrupting daily life and causing mischief in their quest for easy meals. Each year, Gibraltar records nearly 2,000 incidents where the monkeys target unsuspecting tourists, often leaving them frightened and panicked. No longer the shy animals they once were, these Barbary macaques have transformed into confident thieves, skilled at spotting easy targets and swiftly snatching anything that catches their eye. Food is the favorite treat, but sunglasses, hats, and even handbags are snatched away with astonishing speed. If they feel ignored or if their expectations for a snack go unmet, they can become aggressive, sometimes even charging or growling to intimidate tourists into handing over their belongings. This bold behavior has turned a day out in Gibraltar into an adventure full of vigilance, where visitors must now always keep an eye on these mischievous primates. To address the growing issue of Barbary macaques in Gibraltar, the government has implemented a strict policy focused on population control and safety. Licensed hunting groups are now permitted to manage the increasing macaque population in high-conflict areas, with a maximum of 20 permits granted to trained teams who operate within established guidelines. To encourage participation, a reward of €500 per macaque is offered, providing an incentive for skilled hunters to get involved. These hunters must undergo intensive training on the behavior and tracking of Barbary macaques, ensuring they can handle the hunting process responsibly and humanely. While rifles are permitted, only tranquilizers and humane capture tools are used to minimize harm, in line with the government's commitment to ethical wildlife management. Have you ever hunted macaques with a rifle? If so, leave comment number 2. If not, leave comment number 5. Hunting efforts are focused on areas with the highest activity of Barbary macaques, such as near residential areas and along main roads. The hunting season is limited to the colder months, when the macaques move closer to human settlements in search of food. Trained hunters look for clear signs of macaque presence: scattered trash, damaged fences, and fresh droppings. Equipped with binoculars like the Vortex Viper HD, which provide clear long-distance vision, hunters can spot Barbary macaques from a safe distance. When capturing a macaque, the hunters are trained to target non-lethal areas with tranquilizers, such as the shoulder, ensuring the animal is subdued quickly and safely. However, hunting Barbary macaques presents unique challenges. These monkeys are highly intelligent and live in groups, often moving together and displaying coordinated behaviors to avoid capture. Their agility and unpredictable movements make it difficult to approach them without causing panic. Additionally, ethical considerations are an important factor for hunters, as each captured Barbary macaque affects the social dynamics of the group. In one case, a hunter in Gibraltar encountered a young macaque showing signs of distress after its mother was captured, highlighting the ethical complexities of managing a species known for its complex social bonds. Despite these challenges, hunting Barbary macaques has attracted experienced hunters and wildlife experts, making a significant contribution to the local economy. This emerging industry has boosted local revenue by nearly 40%, with tourism centered around the macaque management efforts in Gibraltar attracting curious visitors. The funds raised from hunting permits and rewards are directly used to compensate farmers and residents affected by damages caused by Barbary macaques. As top hunters continue to address this pressing issue, a simple like or comment can show your support, providing them with the encouragement they need as they work to balance Gibraltar's ecosystem and community safety. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to support us.